I'm going to share with you 7 daily rituals that will enable you to unlock higher vibrations. And if you are asking, why should I need to unlock higher vibration? This is the reason. And the reason is that according to the law of attraction, you attract like what you really are. Like attracts like. This means that you tend to attract or get things which you are a vibrational match with. So if you raise your level of vibration or if you raise your frequency, this means that you will also end up attracting things which have higher frequencies. And before we begin, please ensure that you are leaving a subscription before we begin this video. And if you've done that, let's get into the video. So first, before we understand deeply why we have to raise our vibrations, or why is it important to raise our vibrations, let us talk about the concept of vibrations. Now, vibrations come from the law of vibration, okay? And the law of vibration simply states that everything vibrates, everything moves. This simply means that everything which you see out there, it does not matter whatever it is. It could be this microphone, it could be this screen, whatever you see out there has what we call vibrations. What do I mean by this? Now, when you break down this screen or whatever object that you have, you will find that it has what we call atoms. These atoms also contain what we call subatomic particles. Now, these subatomic particles are always in motion. There is always movement. And that movement of those subatomic particles are what causes vibrations. So everything which you see out there, you might look at something with your external physical eyes, and then you might see this thing as if it is still. But don't be deceived by what you see by the naked eye, because the naked eye only perceives a small spectrum of the entire reality of how things really work. So whatever you see out there, it could be still, but it still has vibrations, and everything has its own vibration. Okay, now these vibrations end up producing what we call a frequency, because when you stack a vibration and a vibration, they form a specific frequency. Okay, now that is the outer perspective about vibrations. Now when we go in or deep beyond that, you also have to understand that we have things which have higher vibrations, and the higher the vibration, the higher or the fast the things actually move. And we have also intangible things that produce vibration, because everything is made up of energy, even the air that we breathe. Think about it this way: air or steam and ice are one and the same thing. The only difference between steam and ice is the rate of vibration of the particles in it. But nonetheless, you can't see steam with your own eyes, you can't touch steam, but still steam exists. So understand that at that level. So that is why it's very important. Now, how do vibrations actually influence your life? This is how they work. Remember, everything is made up of energy. Okay. Another thing I did not tell you is this. Now, we have higher planes of existence, or we have planes of existence. What do I mean by planes of existence? I mean, we have ways in which we experience our reality here on earth. And most of you are familiar with the physical plane of existence. And the physical plane of existence is characterized by the things you can see physically, the things you can touch, the things you can taste, the things you can smell. Those are what characterize the physical plane of existence. Then we have the mental plane of existence. Now the mental plane is characterized by the powers of the mind. Now the mind is also known as the architect of reality, because the mental plane is determined by the thoughts that you have, the mental perceptions you have about reality. These are what constitute of the mental plane. And based off what you perceive in your mental reality, based on what you impress on your subconscious mind, that is simply what you will get to experience in your own reality. And then above the mental plane, we have the spiritual plane. Now the spiritual plane is the plane of the divine, the plane of the source. It is the plane of the all. Okay, so the spiritual plane is the highest plane, followed by the mental, than the physical. Okay, but then again, before you can experience anything on the physical plane, it first has to be created on the higher planes, and on the higher planes is whereby we have higher vibrations and higher frequencies. Okay, so let's say you want to have something which you don't already have in the physical world. Let's say you want to become a millionaire, right? But right now you're not a millionaire. If physically you're not a millionaire, this simply means that internally you are also not a millionaire. If physically you lack, then internally it also means that you lack. You cannot have a mindset, you cannot have an identity of lack internally and then outwardly become abundant. It cannot happen like that. Internally you can't be a loser and externally then you are a winner. That does not happen. What happens in the universe is what we call total alignment. You get what you are aligned to. So if your frequency, your vibration is aligned to poverty, then you become poor. If your frequency, your vibration is aligned to wealth, then you become wealthy. Yeah? Like attracts like. That is the simple, basic, fundamental law of consciousness. Okay? So now you have understood why it's important or how vibrations actually work. Okay? Now, I'm going to share with you the practices that you need to raise your level of vibration or unlock higher vibrations. And the first one is the practice of gratitude. Now, the practice of gratitude does one thing. It opens you up into a kind of appreciative mood, which releases the resistance that you have within, and it simply opens up the door for you to get more of whatever you are actually grateful for. Think about it this way. Someone offers you a gift and you genuinely appreciate the gift they have given you wholeheartedly. What happens is that they will be inclined to give you more gifts the next time, because when they offered you a gift, you were grateful and you received the gifts wholeheartedly. So when you have a mindset of gratitude, you look at the positive side of life. For example, you might be up, you don't have a job, but then you say, I might not have a job, but I still have a place to live. I might not have a job, but at least I have my two legs, I have my eyesight. You can always and you will always find something to actually be grateful for if you really look for it. So start the practice of being grateful. The moment you wake up in the morning, look for 3 things to be grateful for that you already have. And before you go to sleep, also find 3 things to be grateful for that you've experienced during that day. That is the first thing. Then, moving on forward, the second thing to do is to practice mindfulness and meditation. Now, this is underrated, but it's very, very effective. Now, meditation is the act of quieting the mind, is the act of being present in the moment, whereas mindfulness is the practice of completely focusing on whatever you are doing at that particular given moment. So let's say right now, I'm having this talk with you. Being mindful means that I am really present in this moment. I completely feel myself at this moment. My attention, my concentration is nowhere else but on what I am actually doing at this moment. That is mindfulness. Now, mindfulness should be incorporated. You should make mindfulness be a part of your lifestyle. This means that when you go to work, when you cook, when you eat, when you sleep, you completely focus and concentrate on that activity. You should not be eating, but your mind is wondering about what you're going to wear next. What will you watch next? That is what lowers down your level of vibration or level of consciousness. So we have mindfulness and meditation. The third thing that to do is connect with nature. Now, when you go to nature, go to a place whereby there is a fountain of water, we have trees growing thereby, simply nature. When you are in that kind of state, you completely feel what is called peace, because you connect with consciousness. Consciousness goes beyond the physical human body. Consciousness is simply everything which is out there. So when you connect with other forms of life like plants, trees, you instantly start to level your vibration. You could also do what is called grounding. You could walk barefooted. You could hug them trees. You can do all these things. They also will raise your level of vibration. Okay, then the thing to do, the other thing which is actually neglected, is taking care of this vessel that you have, which is the physical body. And to do that, you have to nourish your body with healthy foods. Once in a while, eat fruits, eat vegetables. Yeah, you could also eat meats, but ensure that you also eat vegetables, you eat fruits, eat healthy. Yeah, because a healthy body equals a healthy mind, and a healthy mind equals a healthy spirit. It is what it is. That's how it works. Also, you need to prioritize exercise and movement. No one can ever tell me they're actually spiritually enlightened or spiritually awakened and they don't do any form of exercise. They don't do any form of movement. You need to prioritize exercise and movement for the cognizance of the body. Because if the body is healthy, the mind is healthy. Because there is a very important relationship between the body and the mind. They are directly linked. You can't have a strong mind if you have a weak body. Whereas you can't have a weak body with a strong mind. That does not happen, because the exercise builds character, it builds discipline, it builds resilience, and that's very important. So find a form of exercise you can do. It could be lifting weights, it could be calisthenics, it could be cardio, anything. Just make sure you're moving that body. Just make sure you're exercising. The other thing to do, get adequate sleep or enough sleep to recharge the body. Because when you have adequate sleep, you recharge the body and then you become present in the moment. Okay? And last but not least, you should find a way to listen to your own intuition. Your intuition is that inner guidance, that inner teacher that you have within, that gut feeling that you get. Sometimes listen to that gut feeling. Know whatever it is trying to communicate to you and simply pay attention to what it's trying to communicate unto you. Then we also have following your passions. Your passions are the things which actually bring the inner child within you. Find these things and completely act upon them. And if you do all these 7 things, you will raise your vibration and you will unlock the desires of your own reality. And if you've enjoyed this video, please ensure that you're leaving a subscription, you're liking this video, and share this video to other people who might get benefit from it. And also, if you wish to work one-on-one with me, I do online coaching sessions covering these kinds of concepts and helping people raise their vibrations. If you're interested to book your sessions to work one-on-one with me, there is an email there's an email on the description. Check that email, message me, and I'll get back to you. I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay